I have a really great opportunity for work from home, and this one is a really good one because it actually allows for you to fit this within your schedule. Now, this one does require for you to have some experience, and the name of the company is Intuit. You're working from home virtually as a tax preparer, and we'll jump right into it. They are looking for a remote tax preparers that have 3+ years, and this is paid experience. Um, you can join the Intuit team and work online with a schedule that supports your needs, helping TurboTax Live customers get a better picture of their taxes and finances. So we'll look at what the benefits are for this remote opportunity. Let's explore more. So here you can earn extra income as a virtual tax preparer, get competitive hourly wage with overtime during peak hours, helping TurboTax customers. Minimum of 3 years paid experience is required. And then there's also work from home with a schedule that meets your needs. So that's a really great benefit, as I mentioned at the beginning. It provides a tax preparer expertise from home on a schedule that accommodates your current practice. So you can certainly fit this within possibly another job that you have, other obligations, and you can connect from home and helping those that need your expertise. And then we have another benefit where you can expand your expertise by solving new tax challenges. So you can help answer important accounting questions for tax or for TurboTax live customers across the country. Plus, you can gain access to the Intuit owned training. So there's an Intuit Academy that's going to help you grow your tax career. For those that are already tax preparers, that's a really good opportunity with the academy. Now, what they're doing is they're hiring a variety of experience levels. So, if you have 3+ years, they're looking for credential tax expert or tax associate. So, there you have to have a minimum of 3+ tax seasons that are paid tax experience and minimum of 30+ tax returns prepared per season. And have also an active credential as a CPA, a EA, or a practicing attorney. Now, for as a tax associate, the benefits are a little different, but similar to the credentialed tax expert. You have to have a minimum of 3+ seasons paid tax experience and a minimum of 30+ tax returns prepared per season. However, you do not have to be an active CPA or EA or practicing attorney. So that gives you an opportunity as a tax preparer to work from home and use your experience level. Now, there's also a position that they're looking for as a tax preparation assistant. Now, with that, you don't need as much experience, but you do need some. There's a minimum of 1 season tax experience, and you have to have excellent customer service to qualify for that experience level. There's a button to apply when you go on their website, and the website will be in the link, in the description link below. So make sure you click on that, or you can definitely go to intuit.com under the expert network, and it'll get you there for what they're hiring for. And let's see here. These are just some testimonials from people that have worked for Intuit or currently working with Intuit, and just seeing what they have to say concerning their career venture with Intuit. So what they're saying, it's a 4.6 overall rating. So they're looking at 5.5 stars. So that's really good because it gives it a 95% recommend to a friend. And that's data that came from Glassdoor. There's also some mentions here at the bottom for other companies that do recommend working for Intuit, and that's Fortune, which basically lists the 100 best companies to work for. And then there's also Fast Company, best workplaces for innovation. And then Forbes, that is the world's best employers. So they're listed there as well. So it seems like a really great company to work for. And here it does dive into some frequently asked questions, uh, and we'll take a look at those. What kind of support will I be providing to customers? So it lists that here. You'll be helping our customers do their own taxes by providing excellent guidance, tax explanations, and advice so that they can file confidently with TurboTax. For example, many of our customers need help with reporting deductions, rental properties, etc. And you'll be the tax expert that they'll turn to for that type of advice, and that reassurance when they're doing their own taxes, because with Intuit, people are doing their own taxes, but they need guidance at sometimes. In some cases, you may prepare their return, sign, and file their taxes. So the majority do their own taxes, but it's in its here you make an opportunity to do the return and the signing and file the taxes. You'll also play an important role in our effort to enhance our brand by delighting our customers and empowering them to take control of their finances. So you'll also be a part of that role too. So the next FAQ is, how will I be communicating with customers? You'll be talking to them through audio and video technology. During a typical call, a customer is signed into TurboTax. They hear you through the phone and see you in the video, which they use a smart look is what they use as far as the app. And it's a window on the screen. Before you take any call, we will walk you through detailed training for your role. So that's very important to note, that you will receive more training on how Intuit wants you to go about this job. Here, also, where will I be working? And this remote position where you work virtually. So you'll work from home, your own home office. So you can choose the best location that suits you. Most of our credentialed tax experts work at home in an area where they can handle calls privately. Just because it's remote, it doesn't mean that you um, ever be on your own. So they want you to know that they support you 100%, that every day you'll work together with other tax experts to solve customers' problems and maybe grow your own expertise. So that's an awesome opportunity to collaborate with other preparers. What equipment do I need for this position? So, as a credentialed tax expert, you'll be receiving an Intuit laptop preloaded with all the tools and systems you will need to help customers. That's really great information. Benefit, you'll receive an Intuit laptop. You will need a dedicated high speed internet connection. For this role, it's common for tax experts to set up a home office or an area with a desk and a chair where they can handle the calls. Okay, and we'll look at our next FAQ. What equipment will Intuit provide in addition to the all in one laptop will provide a video camera that you use for your video calls with the customers and a backdrop, a material that will serve as your backdrop behind you during your calls, and a headset. So that's really good. So all of your calls should be pretty seamless, and they want everyone to look uniform. In our next FAQ, will there be training available? And as I mentioned earlier, yes, there will be thorough training on every aspect of the role. And this includes detailed explanations for the role, the software you'll use to conduct the video calls with your customers, and then how to handle common situations and more. So the training is looks like it's going to be really great. So it lasts approximately 1 full week. This includes 2 full weekends to complete training. So it'll possibly go from like a Saturday to the following Saturday or Sunday. So that's really good. It gives you the opportunity to get all that information. So it's a mix of self led and live sessions. At any point, whether it's before, during, or after training, there will always be support available for you. So it seems like they will never leave you alone. That is great. What shifts are available? And this is an important one. During the tax season, we offer work schedules on a first come, first serve basis around our operating hours. And they serve customers 7 days a week from 5 a.m. in the morning to 9 p.m. PT time, so Pacific time. You must be able to commit to a minimum schedule of at least 20 hours a week. So that's a minimum of 4 hour shifts throughout the tax seasons. So they do want you, although you can make up your own schedule, they certainly still want you to commit to having a minimum schedule of that 20 hour, minimum of 4 hour shifts during the tax season. What does compensation look like? Hey, this is a great FAQ. You will be paid per hour based on the state rates where you reside during seasonal employment. You are also eligible for a bonus paid out at the end of the season based upon performance. Performance depends on customer feedback, issue resolution, and completion of the assigned season. So there's opportunities to make a per hour. They did not mention how much that would be, but they did mention it's based on the state rates where you reside. And then there are some opportunities for bonuses based on the criteria of customer feedback and other things that were in that FAQ. Let's see. So, what is the hiring process? And this one's a little lengthy. In addition to following the following items, you will also be required to pass a background check. So that's one of the hiring process, um, number one. And then the bullet points is if you are credentialed as a certified public accountant, enrolled agent, or practicing attorney, make sure your credentials are current, active, and in good standing. So before you apply, you want to make sure all of that is taken care of. If you are not credentialed, we are still hiring for a wide range of positions and encourage all tax professionals to apply. Once you apply online, you will be contacted by a recruiter who will then complete the phone screen. So they'll that would be, I'm assuming, the second phase after you go ahead and fill out the application. If you continue in the process, the recruiter will then email you an online link via HireVue to complete an assessment and video interview. So that is the hiring process. And then our last FAQ that's listed here, will Intuit provide E&O insurance? E&O insurance, if you don't know, is errors and omission insurance. And this type of insurance is involved in so many different other um, industries as well. So whenever you are dealing a lot with um, consumers' finances or important documents, there's always a chance that you would need E&O insurance. And when a company covers it for you, that's really great because if you are in certain services or industries, you have to pay for it yourself. But Intuit here pays for your E&O insurance just in case for some reason something goes wrong and a consumer is financially damaged behind it. Your insurance will take care of um, that issue, that occurrence with that error. And it says that we have the plans in place to ensure that if any common issues arrive, we will have your back. So it just sounds like Intuit is definitely worth checking out, especially if you are a tax preparer. And if you have experience in preparing taxes, if I were you, I would go ahead and apply for it and see if you make it through those rounds of interviews. And you just never know. You may be the one that's set up for the interview and get that work from home job. So it does have the apply now button. I'll click on it. And then that way we can take a look at that. And let's see, it basically lists here and it just tells you thank you for your interest and we'd love to talk to you. So we're currently interviewing credential and non-credential tax professionals for tax year 2022. And they have information for your name and email and phone number. They're wanting to know if you're active CPA. Then it goes into if you do not meet these credentials but are still interested in learning about future opportunities, they want you to click here. So even if you don't, definitely go ahead and fill it out. They have great training, so they may be able to train you to where they need you to be. And there you go. Once you fill all of that out, and you giving them consent to text you, to reach out to you, and you would just submit that. But that's just a start, and that is it for this opportunity. Please be on the lookout for additional opportunities for work from home jobs. I'm committed to giving you more and more information every week. You take care.